Hey guys, Garage here, and we're going to be covering a pretty well-known topic, but some of you may not know it exists, and you may be experiencing this problem because there's this huge influx of 4Runner and Gx470 owners in the 03 to 08 range that may just picked up a vehicle, maybe having this problem. Super common problem. What that is when you come to a stop sign or whatever, stoplight, and right when your vehicle stops, you get like, it feels like somebody rear-ended you. You get this light tap in the back end of the car, or it could even be a heavier tap in the back end of the car. Also, you may have a clunk. So you go to accelerate and you get a clunk noise. And that can be other things. That could be a transmission related problem. It could be a rear end problem. It could be just worn out universals. But more often than not, it's caused by the propeller shaft or the drive shaft on your vehicle. And so much so that Lexus issued a TSB for it. Toyota did not. I don't know why. It's the same part number, and the Toyotas have it, the 4Runners have it equally to the Lexus. But I'm going to pop up here. This is the TSB number right up top. You can see that. And you can read through that technical service bulletin. Now, it literally is just a drive shaft problem. They have a problem with that drive shaft. So again, just replace it. Not a big deal. You got 4 bolts in the rear, you got 4 bolts in the front, you torque them to 65 foot-pounds, and you got to pay attention to alignment. There's some paint marks on it, so you got to pay attention to the alignment so you make sure the shaft stays balanced, you don't get any vibration while you're driving. But again, real simple job. And since I've done mine totally glass smooth, it's I don't get that bump feeling, you know, when I come to a stop, which is great because that was really annoying. And it's so inexpensive that it's actually cheaper than paying somebody to replace just the universals on the drive shaft if you thought you were going to service the drive shaft. Again, I recommend just getting the new part number. They superseded the old part number for a reason. The old one does have an issue, but I'll throw up the part number right there so you can see the part number for this drive shaft, and you can look it up at your local Lexus dealer or Toyota dealer. And again, it's probably between $250 $350 in that range, so it's not an expensive part. So let's take a look at the drive shaft, and that'll pretty much conclude the video after that, because there's not a lot to this. It's just a recommendation. So if you get that bump from behind feeling or that clunk on acceleration, buy this drive shaft assembly and it'll most likely take care of it. You should do a little more troubleshooting than that, but generally on a Gx470 or a 4Runner, this is going to be the issue. Let's check it out. All right, so this is the drive shaft I got in from Bell Lexus. So first thing you need to do with one of these drive shafts is all the Zerks are going to have paint over the top of them. You need to take a razor blade and make sure the little ball bearing will move on this. You don't want to try to grease them with paint on there. So you remove the paint, clean those up. These are going to come and ship dry, so there's no grease in the universals. There's no grease in the slip. And just for reference, the slip takes moly. These usually take a lithium or a calcium sulfonate. I use a calcium sulfonate marine grease, being Lucas. That's what you're going to grease it up with. But yeah, this is a replacement drive shaft. And again, this is a part number that we've been talking about. This replaces the original problem drive shaft that would bind and give you that rear end feeling. So we're going to go get this installed. Very straightforward. Everything is already pre-aligned on this, and if you accidentally take the slip out, or if the slip comes out when shipping, you just need to make sure that these Zerks line up equal to this rear Zerk down in there, and you know you have everything aligned, because this is splined and you don't want to get it clocked one way or the other, because if you do, then your drive shaft's going to be out of balance. So just make sure everything is aligned on that. And yeah, we're going to go put this in. The bolts are going to be torqued to 65 foot-pounds when we take them off and reinstall them. So it's a really straightforward process. You just take the nuts off, take the old drive shaft out, put the new one in, and torque it down, and then grease it up, and you're good to go. And that is the end of the video. Please like, subscribe if this helped you out at all. I really appreciate you guys checking out my videos, and I will catch you guys later.